Who is the Hierophant? Well, in this series, we take a look at these individual tarot cards to understand their specific meanings and messages. My name is Crow. It's lovely to have you here today. And to answer my initial question, well, the answer is, as always, you, me, and everybody else. Because the Major Arcana, well, they show the development of the soul. They show 22 distinct archetypes of consciousness. 22 ways we can look at ourselves, 22 different reflections of mind. Now, this is number 5, the 6th card in the series, and we can see a man here sitting on a throne, a pillar on either side, a triple gold crown, and a triple gold scepter. He has his hand, his right hand, in a strange symbol. Now, if we make certain symbols with our bodies, they can be called mudras, and this is the sword mudra used for directing energy. Before him are 2 cardinals in red and white flowers representing the conscious and subconscious mind, and before them on the stairs are 2 overlapping golden keys. The Hierophant. Well, firstly, let's have a look at where we've been. We've had this division into the conscious and subconscious mind, the masculine and the feminine, and the Hierophant are where things begin to unify again. Let's think about what a bishop or a pope or someone in the church does. One of their major roles is overseeing marriages, the union of 2. And this is what's going on here. We've got the Pope orchestrating this union of the 2, bringing them together, working together, bringing the church into unity. Now, the Hierophant himself is very interesting because there's a lot of 3s going on here. We've got 3 crowns, 3 rods on his scepter, which is, I believe, known as the hand of benediction. And we've got 3 nails at the top of his crown, and the nails are really important in this. They're so small and subtle in the image, but they're very significant. And we've got 3 crosses on his, I don't know what that's called, some sort of long bit of cloth dangling from the middle. Looks great. Some long sash or something. Anyway, what's he about? What are these 3s about? Well, we've talked about dividing consciousness into masculine and feminine. We've talked about dividing it into 4 with the elements. And now we're going to talk about 3. 3. Dividing the consciousness into 3 parts. Now, traditionally, the ancients would say the spirit, mind, and body. But we can also in psychology think about the id, ego, and superego. We can think about these different sections of consciousness and how they play together, how they work together. And the Hierophant is all about the union of these parts. The Hierophant, the Pope, the bishop of all bishops, is anointed by God, is the emissary of God, is the speaker of God's will, is the appointed one, the anointed one. And so who does this represent in your own mind? Well, it represents the state of being that you desire to be. Do you desire to embody? And we can look at the nails here. Now, in Christian symbology, there was, of course, a chap nailed to a cross. And what are nails there for? They're to fix things in place, aren't they? They're to fasten something. And this is what the nails are pointing at here. They're fastening something, fastening a state of mind. Whatever it is, whatever you choose to embody in this life, whatever role, character you wish to express, you first need to fasten it in consciousness. You need to crucify it in place. It can be a nasty image, the crucifixion. And why is that? Well, you're limiting something, aren't you? You're limiting this divine being, your own awareness, your own infinite possibility. You're crucifying it into one state, one expression. And this isn't necessarily a negative thing. There is a teacher, passed now, but many of his recordings remain, called Neville Goddard, and I will see if I can find a link to one of his lessons which talks about this experience he had where he was nailed to a cross, but it was the most pleasurable experience in the world. Very paradoxical. How can this be? Well, you are infinite being. You can be anything you want. You are everything all at once. There is a certain bliss in separating yourself into one expression, feeling what one state is to be. I mean, you're feeling it right now in wherever you are in this world. You're feeling what it's like to be you, to be one individual consciousness instead of the grander scale of things. And so we look at the union that's happening. We've got this state of being, whatever it may be. Honestly, I think a lot of the times it's actually a higher state that we are coming to understand better every day. And this higher state is giving instructions to the lower parts of our mind, to the conscious and subconscious, to bring forth the demonstration. We've got these golden keys here laid in front of the Hierophant. What do keys do? Well, they unlock things. They unlock a new state of consciousness. Are the keys being handed to the cardinals, to the lower members of the church, or are they being offered to the Hierophant? Who is giving them to who? And I think that's the answer, isn't it? It's both. The keys represent the authority being handed to the conscious and subconscious to bring the state into being. And the keys could be showing a sign of loyalty. The conscious and subconscious are pledging their fealty to the state desired, to this higher mind, to this emissary of God. These are some of the more complicated aspects of consciousness to understand. So don't feel as if you're lost and that's a bad thing, because it takes time to understand all these different aspects of mind. What does it mean to have a higher state of consciousness? Who are these parts of yourself? It takes time to understand. And dwelling on these cards really helps unlock the knowledge. The keys, of course, coming back into focus here. Unlocking the wisdom, unlocking the purpose. If you see the Hierophant coming up in a reading, think about the state being embodied. Think about your divine authority to make something so. This is your inner church, your inner sanctum. Even the conscious and subconscious are swearing fealty to this higher level of mind. And this high level of mind is still you. It's still you. It's not the little flesh and bones that you're walking around in. It's so much more than that. And yet it's still you. And it's this union of all the parts that are coming together, which allow the church to be expanded, which allow the marriage to take place. So yes, if you see the Hierophant coming up in a reading, think about the blessing that you may be receiving. Think about marriage. Think about guidance, spiritual understanding from a higher source. Think about what your higher mind is trying to tell you, trying to guide you in shaping your lives. Because the Pope is very fixed in his work, isn't he? He casts everything else aside to be the Pope. You know, he isn't married. He doesn't have side businesses. He is very committed to the work. And this is the part of your consciousness which is committed to raising you up, raising you into a higher level of being. And so take the time to listen to this higher part of you. What is it trying to tell you? What is it trying to guide you toward? But I think that's where we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for being here today. If you've got any cards you'd like me to explain or any readings you'd like me to do, then please leave a comment down below. If you'd like a private reading, you can find the link to that in the description. Take care, and I'll see you next time.